Hello everyone, welcome back. We are looking at the watch list for the 10th of Jan to 14th of Jan. So in this segment, we are going to update on the stocks that we have discussed last week and look at the stocks that may potentially have some movement this week. So let's start off with the Singapore stocks. So we have DBS on the screen here. So last week we mentioned that DBS uptrend remained largely intact. And DBS was very bullish last week as it hit all-time high level at 34, 36 or 37. Now, with the technical projections, because of the strong breakout over here, we can project it to 35.73. So if DBS continue its bullishness, it may be even be able to hit 35.73. UOB rocket to all-time high level over here. As you can see, the resistance at 28.18 was compromised. The strong breakout accompanied with high volume with the Fibo projected level to 28.93 if the bullishness continue. OCBC did go up but haven't really hit its high as it stumbled or fail to clear this resistance at this 11.93 level. But nevertheless, as I mentioned last week, the banks, UOB, OCBC especially, have a chance to move up higher. So this is where we have seen the upward movement. Next is whether DBS can continue higher and OCBC can break out from its resistance. And of course, UOB, whether can it continue higher to hit the next level at 28.93. Just a recap over here. Next, SIA Engineering has pulled back to retest its daily support level, and if it can move and rebound up from this 20-day MA, then we are looking at it to break out from this 50-day MA to continue its upward movement. So of course, this 50-day MA is very near to its horizontal resistance at this 228. So once it breaks out from this resistance, it has a chance to form uptrend, especially if it retests $22.28. We are looking at an inverse head and shoulder formation. Okay, so let's see whether can it continue to go up higher. Let's look at the tech counters. Last week we talked about UMS looking at it testing its resistance 154, but unfortunately it falls short. It does not hit that resistance after going to 153. So the ongoing sell-off in the US market in the tech sectors has an impact to our tech sector in the Singapore as well. So we can see UMS pull back to where it started its run. And if you continue lower, then it will be a bearish sign for UMS. So let's see whether can it form a new support at this range of trading. AEM, after pulling back to retest its support level over here at 5, has formed a topish formation where you are looking at two formations here. First, we are talking about a symmetrical triangle here, which it had broken down. Next is the double top formation, where if it were to break this $5 support, there may be some downside. No doubt there's a chance that it may indicate this even after the breakdown. But if it continues lower, then the projected level will be $4.53. Okay, so let's see whether the tech would break down or manage to recover. So if AEM were to recover, it got to go back above around 511 level to close above it so that it can turn its direction back upwards. All right, next I'm going to talk about Riverstone, where the counter is slowly consolidating, seemingly looking at to break out from its resistance over here at around 735. So once you break out strongly, especially with volume surge up, the next resistance that we are looking at is 825. Excel point, we can see the uptrend progress steadily over here with the counter retest its all-time high resistance at 1.39. So once it breaks up from this 1.39 resistance, the counter is going to have a very good chance to continue higher, all-time high again, and the projected level can be as such where you can see this counter may hit 145 to 154 level. Next, let's move on to the US counter. So as we experience a heavy sell-off in the tech counters, especially the mega tech, most of the bullish formation has been negated. So starting with Apple, we can see that it used to have a bullish formation, and after a sell-off over here, it breaks its minor support at 177.18, and that breaks off the bullish formation. So next we're going to look at whether it can start a new one, but first it must find some support. Its support level is at 167, the bottom support level. Hopefully it can form a new minor support over at this range and then start to rebound from this breakout. Start the rebound from this breakout from 177.18 level. So breaking out this 177.18 level is very important. Why? Because that will help the counter to build a new trend which is towards the bullish direction. So the counter had an inverted hammer that doesn't have a confirmation candle as yet. So we really got to watch further. So let's see whether can it form a white candle tonight above 175.5 will be great. Tesla, after the strong rally, it actually rallied towards our projected level at 1265, but unfortunately the sell-off happened to push the counter back to its MA support. And if it continue lower, the next support is at 100-day MA, and of course you realize this lower trend line, and that will be the lower support, which is below 840. So we are 841. We are going to experience a challenging time right now. So let's see whether the counters can rebound from this support, where if it rebound from this support level, then we have a upside towards the 1213 with minor resistance, or rather major resistance that you tested 2 times over here. Now, let's look at Lucid. Lucid, we talked about it last week, and this counter ended well, retesting its resistance over here. So if we can break out above this resistance and close higher over here, then we have potential upside towards the projected level at 49.55. Okay, so we have to watch to see whether can it break out from this resistance when the markets open its trade. Next, some counters that may have potential chance to continue higher, like Checkpoint. It has broken out from its resistance here. I would not immediately chase this counter as it has moved up strongly for the past 2 days. No doubt the US tech has been selling down, but Checkpoint has recovered strongly, and next I'll be expecting hopefully a flag pattern, so that if it have a small pullback and then followed by a nice breakout to push it towards this 124 level. Cloudflare is at the oversold level where it has been sold down to this low, and seems like it has a chance to form a minor support over here with a white candle closing last Friday. So let's see whether can it close above 113 to form a minor support. And once it forms that minor support, it has a chance to continue higher. So 124 will be the immediate resistance to break. Cisco system, it has been running on an uptrend only until recently. It pulled back together with Nasdaq and we can see that it's finding support at the 20-day MA with stochastic crossing up, signaling for a change in momentum. However, it needs a confirmation, which it needs to go above 61, 60. Then we have a chance to see the counter moving back to this resistance at 63.90. All right, that's the watch list for this week. I hope you have a good week ahead. Good day and goodbye.